Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my esteemed estate, where my accent is wibbling remarkably fast. Wow, that might be a new record for a linguistic mutation on my part. Okay, so we are as ever back into Act 2, Family Portraits of Vampyr, and we're trying to ensure that the majority of London is kept safe. Boy, we're not doing very well at that, but we're trying. We're trying. I'm still not 100% certain what, like, sanitized means, because apparently it's not a static thing. Which, okay, I guess a, like, sanitized region of a city can become contaminated again, but, like, I don't know what that's not, it somehow seems doubtful to me that this game is actually simulating epidemiology. So, who knows? Who knows? But we, I believe, have a few cases to fix. A few people to see about. So, let's just have a look here. That is our current quest in the West End, to find the second source of infection. But we have a lot of people who are really hecking tired inside of Pembroke. The docks are as good as we can make them. Good on you, Rodney, wearing a mask in this dark time. Let's see, we've got a few people also tired inside of the West End. And everybody perfectly healthy in Whitechapel, for once. Dear Lord, the docks did worse than the West. Did worse than Whitechapel, that's boy. Found everybody in the docks? We did indeed. We haven't found everybody in the West End because we've only recently gotten access to it. But we can see there's a few people we do need to take care of, including dear Mum. So, yeah. We need a lot of cures for... Let's see, where are you? A lot of cures for fatigue. Let's see, where are those listed for us? Samples and ingredients, buttons and modules, ammunition, treatments, there we are. Yeah, we have 15 treatments for fatigue. I think we're good. Okay. So who are we looking for here in Pembroke? In Pembroke, we are looking for Beatrice, we're looking for Harvey, Ackroyd, Elwood, Brannigan, Hooks. Okay. We can find most of those people downstairs. Ooh, glowy box. Yeah. We do more like Clover, really, but yeah. Okay. Aha! Ackroyd. Hey, Pippa. How you doing? Madam, I really do want to see about your quest, but for right now, I've got other priorities. Ah, there's Beatrice. Milton should be outside. Yes, there you are. Pandemics generally spawn fatigue, especially in a hospital.
Good evening,
yes.
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Doing what I can.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital.
I expected the doctor is tired. I mean, this doctor isn't.
The hospital workers are worried about disease.
Dr. Reed is tireless, if anything.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor.
I do like the
I get the feeling you
strap
don't fall sick often.
over his
Thanks, anyway.
over his messenger bag there. That's a nice. I feel like that's a more modern touch than might be expected of 1918, but I am not like
Goodbye, Milton.
heavily up on 1918 fashion, so don't quote me on that. Brannigan, Nurse Brannigan.
Must prove what we are capable of. It is now or never.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require
As ever,
medical
we're just trying to make sure
I
everybody
will
is
be
as healthy as we possibly can
As
make
soon
them.
as I can get some sleep.
I have just the thing.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Why are you stood at such an odd angle? Have I offended you?
Goodbye, nurse.
Yeah,
Call
she's
me
giving
if
me
you need
serious side-eye. I feel like the model was supposed to shift, and they just... It didn't, for whatever reason. Cox. Why? Okay. This is Gulswick. Researching 1918 fashion, they had some good fashion. You'd be surprised what kind of good looks were available throughout history. We just sort of like... I feel like we developed how to make mass-produced clothing. And then from there, all of the nice details and variation kind of like started to subside considerably. Which is a tragedy, really. Ah, Mr. Aykroyd. Oh, I'm so sorry. Have I caught you at a bad time?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Well,
Do you need
health.
my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm
Old
capable
Celtic
of dealing
fashion.
with this
Mm.
myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a
Gotta love you,
gesture
Johnny.
of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed.
Believe me, it has.
We do not see you in surgery very often.
That's possibly for the best, given the last time I was in surgery.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
The last time I was in surgery, I ended up destabilizing the entirety of Whitechapel. The hairstyles were certainly interesting, but you love some of the dresses and suits they wore. Yeah. Beatrice?
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Fine. How about
Do you
you?
require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
It's...
Despite
dog.
what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mrs. Goswick.
Who's left? Who's left? We've still got Harvey, who's just around the corner, and Thomas.
This
And then we're off to the
hospital
West End, I
seems to
think.
be falling
Wait.
apart.
Hang on, I need to
But
talk
Good
to
evening,
you.
Mr. Goswick.
I'm willing to
How are you?
I'm okay.
We found out some stuff about you, didn't we?
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized
He's right
because you
there.
tried to kill yourself.
Dude.
It's true.
All right then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me.
You can
Absolutely.
trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
That is literally the only thing I care about. I'm sorry.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
I absolutely will. That is definitely a thing I will do for you.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Hospital seems to be
Don't
falling
waste your
apart.
time with me.
But in the circumstances,
Sir,
I'm
you
going
are
to give you
under
the benefit
no
of the
manner
doubt.
a waste of my time.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Okay, Harvey! How you feeling?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Like a blouse with frilly cuffs and a long skirt, basically. Ooh. It does seem nice.
Is there anything else that's bothering you?
Yeah, there's one thing I've definitely realized in the course of
Really?
diversifying my
Why has no
wardrobe
one
and
else asked
whatnot.
me that since I
It's
got
that
here?
men's fashion
I
is
thought I was in a hospital.
ridiculously boring. Like, so incredibly boring. And there's probably a very good reason why men's fashion is very monotonous, and women's fashion is much more colorful and diverse, and we all know what it is, so I won't bother with that. But actually walking across the aisle and just getting stuff from there is... oh, so nice.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well,
It's not quite the
perhaps
wording I
you're
would use
right,
there, Johnny.
Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Okay. So
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
One more person, I think. Yes,
Words
Thomas.
to calm the children, Helen.
Where is Thomas? Grr. There's Thomas. it feels almost like something out of
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Watch Dogs, just like turning on my like augmented reality shades and just seeing, ah yes, there's the person I'm looking for.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
Interesting description.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
There we go. Okay,
Goodbye
that is
for now,
all of
Mr.
Pembroke.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Yeah, unfortunately Mr. Elwood was injured in the course of World War One, in a manner which is most overt. Okay, investigations. Yeah, I really want to check your story out. But let's track that. And can I track multiples? No, just one at a time. Okay. So go to Mortimer Goswick's place. Let's see what we can do about that. Now where might that be exactly? Family portraits, family portraits. I don't know where you live. Okay. Can I... Details. Ask me to go where a young patient at Pembroke, go to Mortimer Goswick's place, so no letters. Information! Where do you live? No information there. The mother? No. Jonathan using his vampire voice. I mean... Where is Mortimer Goswick's place, though? I'm not gonna roam all of London looking for it, come on. I could try asking him, I guess, talk to him. Nurses are needed. Now more than ever. Okay, let's go to Mortimer and see if we can ask him where he lives. Hey, so I promised to go to your place, but I don't actually know where it was.
Good evening, Miss.
There?
Why did your
My mother just...
Pembroke
It's not me.
is your
That's him.
Nope.
how
So painful.
I'm sure.
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
Come on, there's gotta be
Why
something
did your
here.
mother?
I'm-
Is your mother? Tell me about.
I don't want to...
Oh, for Pete's sake. Dude, give me information.
I have to.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time.
Okay, Beatrice, what's your home address? I need to send you some paperwork.
Tell me more.
The ambulance driver.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son.
No.
Yes,
I should.
I don't expect.
No.
What can you?
Not much to say.
May I ask?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach.
Okay.
Yes.
Personal questions? Oh, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. No, I'm not telling her that.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
No. A patient has shared information of me of a very serious nature in confidence. I am not under necessity to tell his parents that, save when they are minors. And even then, I must, like, be very cautious. The parents may in fact be the inciting cause, for instance. If they are rich, West Side, yeah. So West End, somewhere in the West End. Which is a relatively large thing. But okay, so let's plonk a marker there. And be on our way. We do have some people to talk to in the West End anyways. Why do I have two markers like that? No. Because the custom markers can be a little finicky. At least it isn't all of London. True, we have narrowed it down. At least we've managed to stabilize Whitechapel. That's something.
Over there!
Where?
One of them vermin!
Is there now? I don't see anything, do you? Oh, dead end. Also a dead end. Oh heck. Wiki says south of the hospital. Well, give me a moment to find a place to not be under imminent attack. Eep. South of the hospital. Oh, yeah. I'm a complete fool. It's literally marked on the actual map. Ah, okay. Yep, I'm a complete fool. Didn't have to come this way at all. Says you shouldn't encounter enemies. Well, I evidently did. These guys, at least, are fairly easy to deal with.
I'll kill you!
Easy enough. Anybody else?
Lead spot! Die, vermin!
Hold on. Never know. I might need. I might have need for these shillings. Okay. Head on back. I'll kill you, but then you kill him instead. I mean, that just happens every single time you pick a fight that's not gonna be, like, going your way. That's just perfectly normal. Okay, about 50 meters ahead. Speaking of enemies, right there.
Stupid beast!
There we are. Okay. Pay no attention to everything happening outside. Oh, is this a hideout as well? Huh, so it is. We can hide out in a patient's flat. Yay.
In his letter, Mortimer
necessary to
Goswick
read that.
does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Therefore, we shall do no such thing. Also, dear lord, this place is a mess. I suppose this is Mortimer's place, not his mother's. Also, this would be the place where,
It's locked, all right.
for lack of a better term, it happened. That's an interesting thing to find in a young gentleman's flat. I'm having questions about Mortimer. I wonder. Mortimer may be of an especially gentle nature, perhaps. Yeah. This does look very much like somebody who came from a relatively well-off kind of location and then was not in that location anymore. Could tailor as a hobby? Could be tailoring. Could be tailoring. Oh, big beast, big beast, big beast. Okay, let's go back and talk to Mortimer. Could tailor as a hobby, or could be trans. I mean, I feel like in the 1920s, in like 1918, you probably wouldn't get many weird glances for being being into like sewing as a dude. Like, I feel like a lot of guys in this era would have been tailors. Ma'am, do you mind? I need a word with the patient alone. No? Okay, we're just going to abuse video game hearing.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you.
Even then, I didn't read it either.
This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now, please, let me be.
Okay. Seemed determined. What's kind of like... Okay, we specifically didn't, because that was not vital to our approach as a doctor, and preserving his privacy in that matter would have been paramount. But, for sake of argument...
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair, while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The despair is a deadly poison, I feel. I think that's the... I mean, I don't want to say he's lucky, because I think I know what kind of tact Jonathan will take with that, but... I'm definitely not saying pain is a precious tool. That's just a bad idea. What do we think, everybody? Lucky man or deadly poison? My vote, I think, is deadly poison. We're definitely on this side of the axis. Forbidden says poison. This seems harsh, but he also seems fairly deep set, so he might just honestly need the nudge, for lack of a better statement. Sakura says poison? Okay.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor, for I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
Oh, poor Mortimer. So there's one more hint for Mortimer. I wonder what that could be.
I have to go now, sir.
Dragon!
But don't
Hey.
hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good to see you, and welcome all of the, I guess, wormlings?
A new challenger approaches.
How are you all tonight? Tonight we are playing some Vampyr, and we're playing Jonathan Reed, who is trying very hard to keep London together during the Spanish flu of
Player has
1918.
joined the game.
Oh lordy, so many people. Your carrots? Interesting name. Okay, so there's another patient here. We can either continue with the main quest, or we can investigate the story of Thelma Howcroft, who seems to believe she's a vampire, despite us having no evidence of this, and also us being actual a vampire. Like, I am curious about that story. So, sure, let's try that. Find out who's spying on Thelma. Is it in fact Louise? Okay. Helpful that it marks us on the, that it marks all of this on the actual, like, HUD for us. It's not gonna be Rakesh, is it? How's our map? Get rid of those. Okay, we are in the vicinity.
Player has joined the game.
Who do we have up here? Is there a back entrance to that? Yes, there is. And some gubbins. Yay.
Player has joined the game.
Had a game where everything was about carrots. Oh, I see. Pre-win. Oh. Oh, you boys are really in over your heads then. If you're just joining us, this is the group of enemies that are humans trying to hunt vampires. Thelma isn't a vampire. I am.
Player has joined the game.
Hello. Oh, and they're so low level. Oh, lords. That was like that was a level 6 and a level 7. I'm level 22. I one-hit them. Oh, I'm so sorry. They just got so incredibly wrecked. Oh, poor guys. Yeah, Priwen thinks that she's a vampire. The presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us and we'll decide what action should be taken. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, you were so close and yet so far. Oh, is there any gibbons in here? Anything else I need to grab? Nope, okay. Well, good news, Thelma. Not only did they have the wrong target, but I murdered them completely. Oh, dear. Yeah, I just killed some teenagers, some like weak babbies. Oh. Like that wasn't even candy from a baby level of ease. That was ridiculous. Whip, just glitching into a podium, don't mind me. Buffy in reverse. Yeah, I guess this is Angel, then? Is Angel Buffy in reverse? There's a question.
A new challenger approaches.
Okay. Thelma! There you are. I can... No? There we go.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Yeah, about that.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
Why do I have to mesmerize everybody just to say these
I
things?
watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire?
One hint
Here
leads to
in
another
London?
hint.
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
Let's go with the part that's not dismissive here.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Dark and wondrous things, I'm sure. But, Okay, there was another hint that we got there. What was that other hint? Ah, that's all of them. Thelma is suspected by Priwen agents to be a real vampire.
I'll leave you.
Okay,
to your nocturnal.
well, time to shoot up the Priwen Command HQ, apparently, because you're a patient of mine, and that means I will move God himself to help you. Kills monsters and humans? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Well, local command post of the Guard of Priwen. If I could... Actually, if I take this out, this might actually help me out a bit. Like, if it makes Whitechapel safer, then glory be. Whitechapel was a mess. Hello. See, now, these guys... If Priwen had actually... If those Priwen guards had come up against one of these skulls, who are basically zombie vampires, they would be so incredibly... Maybe that was why they... Maybe that was why they were on, just like observation duty. Maybe they were on observation duty because they would get wrecked by everything on the streets. Maybe we figured it out, everybody. Cat fell off your base. Your cat almost fell off your bed again. Aw, poor thing. Hey, everybody. Jeez, I'm two hitting level 16 and 17s. I love this axe. I'm a doctor. I have many questions. Here is how I axe them. Hello. House call. Anybody? No? Hoarding medical supplies? Don't you know there's a pandemic going on? 10 and drop in. Okay. House call. That everybody? Aha, there we are. Report about Pembroke. Having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, we can confirm vampire activity there. First, we now have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. Acts like a mental patient to oh Christ, they really are idiots. Jeez. Okay, gets worse. The administrator of Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea, according to our team leader, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against the Skull by the canal. He may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires. You guys. Okay, well, good news, Falma. I murdered everybody. Ooh, new collectible. Yeah, this house is cleansed. Okay, let's report back to Felma, ease her troubled mind. Whoop. Ease her troubled mind and then actually, like, get to the main quests. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doo. Yeah. Goody. Come in. Yeah. Ooh, Ferris. Nice. Helma only thinks she's a vampire. Jonathan's the only real actually, there's two. There's Lady Ashbury. There's plenty more in the West End, though. Just because someone says they're a vampire doesn't make it true. True. But we're a doctor, and someone's recuperation is not necessarily aided by telling them the outright truth. Sometimes it's good to confront a delusion. Other times, just leave it be for the time being. Rakesh. I really had high hopes for Rakesh, and then he immediately broke them.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Yeah, about that.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak.
About that.
Doctor, why are they hunting me down?
Misunderstanding would be accurate. Nobody is searching for you. Certainly is the case now. Let's go with misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the
Why do I
shadows.
feel like I've taken the
You are
wrong
right.
tact?
And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
Well. Still missing a hint, apparently. But it must be a hint from somebody else. Thomas. Do we have a quest involving Thomas? He doesn't appear on the listings here. Have a word with him.
I'll leave you, Mistress
You
of
are
the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Feel my blood boil with fever.
Disgust on every street corner.
Good evening.
Okay, personal questions. Ooh,
How
Sapphire.
close are you
Perfect.
to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every
Sorry.
time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless.
I think.
Show you.
Why did that sound dangerously
Broken
close to
inside,
having your doctor kink shame
Well,
you?
I'm busted on the outside, but she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
New hint. Blip.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Interesting.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Oh, Thomas. Oh. Wow. I was not expecting that twist. I thought I would just find out more information about Velma by virtue of the fact that you're just right in the bed next to her. But just... oh. Dude. Oh, tell me there's something I can do for you.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. Oof. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Yeah, that's valid. Money made for big distinctions in service in World War I. Especially in the English ranks.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who's treating you?
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Interesting. That might indicate sepsis. Hint required. Hint required.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Disgust on every street corner.
Can I talk to you a moment, ma'am?
Miss Howcroft.
There appears to have been hanky-panky under my hospital roof.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood?
Why do you have to mesmerize people for these statements, John?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Romantic?
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a
Do
vampire?
you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Damn. The pain.
You two are utterly precious.
That's Pembroke nowadays.
Just... oh, what adorable dorks. I really do wish there was more I could do for you.
Good evening, Mr.
There's gotta be some kind... okay, the
Goodbye
old
for
doctor. We do know an old doctor around here. Let's see if we can talk to him about Elwood. No. There's Brannigan, Dr. Tippett. There's a much, much older doctor around here. Let's see if we can find him. Oh. Strickland. Nope, you're not who I'm after. after. You're definitely not who I'm after, Chandra. Where are you? That was a yell.
Not let you down, my boy.
Wait, no, come on, where are you? Could have just vanished into the sunset, could he? Well, let's try talking to Strickland.
Good evening. And good evening.
I don't remember this quest, but okay.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
Can
I was
we...
afraid of such bad news.
Jonathan, to
People
the...
are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
Like 2 steps to the left.
Opium.
Okay.
Sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Okay then, I forgot that we accidentally, continued that little thing. Experimental medication for Spanish flu. Which, by the by, probably didn't actually start in Spain. Quite probably started in Kansas, actually. I think I'm looking for Tippets. I think that's who I'm after.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay, so Tippets...
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo
there you are.
effect. Good evening, Doctor.
Kind of wants to be in the camera because it's very serious.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
I would like to talk to you about Mr. Elwood.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran.
But
maybe
this is what
you
I
should
get,
think
apparently.
about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You're being very dramatic, but you're not wrong. Do I want an office romance? No, attitude is irresponsible.
Your attitude is irresponsible, Doctor. Believe me, I've seen so many medical errors caused by exhaustion during the war.
Including yours,
You're
I
right.
believe.
This is a war, Dr. Reed, and I don't intend to surrender.
God, you've got a lot of hints. Whew.
What is the Pembroke?
This hot.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me of?
Some are really good.
Trying to see if you have any information about
Goodbye,
Mr. Elwood, because it's clear that there's things we can do for him. And I really want to help him because he's a massive sweetheart. Okay, so how do they fall? Or missing ingredients. Well, we might get something out of Tippets if we go with this one. I said I was going to actually continue the main quest, and I just ended up accidentally doing this, I guess. Alright, where's Brannigan?
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from the academy.
Brannigan. How's Pippa? Nurse. Hello. Oh, hello. What's
Good
this?
evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reed,
Goodbye,
Something
Dr.
was about to happen there. What was I about to witness there? feel like there was something about to happen and I missed it because of that. Right, well, here's Gwyneth.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Personal questions regarding Tippett.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I may have been party to getting rid of Crane by accident, so no, not really, no. I mean, I understand it. You did take a great risk, but also you didn't have the right. Bleh.
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens
She
here
looks
on
nervous?
a daily basis.
No.
I did what I had to do.
God, you got a lot of things requiring hints. Covered Corcoran at Tippett's medical era. More hints.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Bit late for that one. Hint fails. What? What was the loss? Oh. Dang it.
Goodbye, nurse.
Has that... Okay, well that succeeded, there's that. I wonder what the thing... What was I going to see? Dang it. Right, where's Tippett's gone this time? Most patients are over this way. Strickland, Ackroyd. Where is Tippett? Has he actually gone to sleep? Is that what has he gone upstairs to his flat? We did give him medication for going to sleep. I can only presume he's actually gone in here. One unit of sodium hypochlorite, 1 unit of potassium permanganate, 6 units of ferrous tartrate. To my medical desk. I have a medical desk now? If I have a medical desk, I'm not exactly sure where it is. There we go.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
We can report him to Ackroyd, or we can report him to Ackroyd for basically human experimentation, or we can help him out. What do we think? Report him, or help him? Like, this is a pretty reckless time to be playing with people's lives, to say the least. I want to say we should report him. But we did just take a step on actually, like, oh hey, we kind of need the people. So, every single one of these doctors is shady, but you'll need the help. Yeah. I'm going to Ackroyd. I'm going to Ackroyd.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I'm afraid... Yeah.
I know that you're a busy man, but I could use your help and advice.
The great Dr. Reed honors me with a request. What is it exactly?
Dr. Strickland devised an experimental drug for the Spanish flu that he asked me to manufacture.
You know what I think of fringe medical experimentation?
That's exactly why I want you to keep the result, Doctor. I made sure it won't harm anyone, but I'd like you to take care of it.
I see. Put it in my cabinet. I'll give you the key. I'll make sure no one uses this medication by mistake.
I'll do that.
Fine by me.
Thank you for your help, Dr. Ackroyd.
Thank you for your trust on the matter, Dr. Reed.
Yay! I believe that means we now have access to our neighbors.
We'll talk later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
8 meters, but probably upstairs. Yeah, I think we've just gotten access to our next door neighbors. The only loss was that the medical mistake by Tibbets killed a Mr. Connor. I already knew that part, because I'd read the documentation when we found the body and stuff. Huh. No beds? I guess you guys don't, like, stay here as much.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Was that not where I needed to put it? There we are.
Now that Dr. Ackroyd has been warned, he should make good use of this formula.
Ransack his room. This is like 3 people's rooms. Hang on a second. I was about to say, was that a basin and a tourniquet? Because that has some significant implications. Yeah, I don't see anything here. So I guess now we pretty much just have to report our findings to Strickland. I'm guessing. Let's find out. Nope, already done. Bring the medication to Thoreau. Haven't done that. Because we don't want people accidentally using it. Cover Dr. Tippett in exchange for his resignation. Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Not right now. Give the letter to Mortimer's mother. We haven't done that, but I don't think we should either. Okay, that is every secondary quest in Pembroke. Every side quest for Pembroke. Oh, Ichabod. Definitely do want to help Ichabod. But let's go actually do the main quest, everybody. Because, you know, I've been faffing about for an hour here. And there's people in the West End that we need to treat anyways. Nurse. Let's see, we should be able to get across from down here. Just need to warp.
If only I were young again.
Welcome to the West End, everybody. It's full of fish. Did I? Oh, I somehow picked up bullets there. I was worried for a second. A lot of badness by the sounds of things. Oh, I remember this trail. How did I end up in Whitechapel? Ooh, Gibbons. Never know where you'll find medical supplies. Also, that's a very bright light. It's just hanging around here. There we go. New hideouts. Yay. Vampire Club. Oh, this I have to read. I have to read this. Let's see, where... Vampire Club, Vampire Club. Yeah, Story of Ascalon. Huh. Boy. Beb. Okay, no, we're not. We can't go to sleep until we've cured people.
I'll put an end to you.
Hang on, just one. Bear with me. Hang on, just gotta. I need to. There we go. Oh, butts. One of you guys. Can I go this way? take a sharp... No, this is the best way to go. Dang.
Oh my god!
Wow, just straight dead there. Whoa. Why do I only ever feel guilty about this when I one-shot them? When it feels like there is no challenge. Ooh. Oh, hello. You I recognize. Ow. Hang on. Just got... There we go. You can fall over. Thank you. You. A body. Carrying a lead rod. Perhaps a nuclear worker. Okay. Nope, we're not in the West End yet. We're still in Whitechapel. Leave that alone. Nope. Not involved there. God, Frogmorton's got so many places for me to go. I mean, that's the definition, yes. Oh, ow. God, you take a lot of hits. I'm gonna have to start actually like auto-fetching here, because I am really low health. Well, not really, but low health. Someone over there is not very happy.
This is not the place for you, sir.
You sure of that? Because I think it worked out. That was very gratuitous, but nonetheless. Okay, where am I? I need to turn around, pretty much. Need to hang a Yui. Hello. Don't mind me. Not here for anything important, I swear. Okay, question citizens about the infection. Actually, was that something I could talk to? There is a fort. Madam? Ma'am, are you okay? I'm a doctor. Don't mind that I just... Someone having a picnic. Weep! Hi there, I didn't see you. Oh great, I'm fighting the plague. I'm fighting the plague from Dead by Daylight. I'm just kicking a puppy in like the just kicking a puppy in the bush here, aren't I? There we go. Ooh. King and country need you. Not anymore, they don't. Oh, what's this? Quarantina. Fun fact, the word quarantine derives from the duration by which people would previously have actually been held in quarantine. 40 days. That's how long quarantine was supposed to actually last. Goodness. We're learning a lot in the course of playing this game.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Whee! Hello. Oh, I know you. No, hang on. Hang on. Just landed on my head, okay. Hi there. Do you mind? Fine, let's go for the quicker thing. You just literally landed on my head. How rude. Hello? Don't mind me. Anybody here? Whoa! Okay. Hang on. Oh, that's quite a jump. 40 damage, common pistol. 45, used revolver. 352 for a remarkable pump-action shotgun. Oh. Okay. Haven't made use of guns pretty much at all in this game so far, but oh. It's tempting. I diagnose you with lead poisoning. I guess that's how I know I've come to, like, the higher level area. It's just the loot gets ridiculous. Can I... How do I... Is there stairways around here? I feel like I need to talk to these people. Priscilla. Do we know Priscilla? We do not know Priscilla. Okay, so you're new. Someone we have not as yet engaged. Is there a way to get up here? Rod? Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. We literally just heard them talking. And there's already a skull. Hello? I feel like I should be able to warp up there. Yeah, Roger. That's... Roger and Priscilla. Oh. Okay, well, good news, they're in the house next door. Bad news, they're both skulls. They're both vampire zombies. How do I get there is the next question for me. Is there... Okay, well, first let's deal with you. Right, I forgot about that part. They usually glow. Ow. Oh. Munchables, anybody?
This is despicable.
Look, if we could pre-package it and, like, make it look like a Lunchable or something, I'm sure it'd be much more pleasant, but we can't. Yeah. That's the Skull family up there, I guess. So how... I guess we go around? That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, hello. I believe you are Lady Ashby's daughters.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who
It's
live
not
in a
the
big
McPhersons,
house
then.
near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Yeah, there's a couple of hints I don't have about you. How are you? You are currently
Goodbye,
healthy.
Charlotte. Give my best regards
I'm
to
guessing I don't have a treatment
She's
for the
been quite
McPhersons.
busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
I mean, not necessarily.
It could be someone you know, even someone you're close to.
Okay, you, Mr. Tadao, I do have treatment for you.
We meet again, Mr. Kimura.
Marsh, what you are describing sounds like dissociation. I can, however, confirm you are very real.
London by night? We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
I mean, you were in charge of keeping it clean, but okay.
Do you need medical assistance, sir?
Don't believe that I'm the kind of man with a fragile constitution. But I'm afraid my imprisonment has done more harm than I thought.
Well, here's some drugs.
There is no need to be ashamed. We are all equally vulnerable to this disease.
Yes. I know now life is as precious as it is fragile.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Okay. Continuing around. Can we point like the McPhersons are over this side? Possibly. Ah. We can hear them again. There they are. Not able to knock. And I don't see anywhere we can warp to. So we just know there's a Skal family right there. Well. Cleanse the second source of infection. And also reach it. Reach the first source of infection. I think I know where the second source might be. Miss Crossley, whom I believe we already know. Yes, and you're fine. So we need to find Karina and Emmeline. Dear old mum. And then that'll be everybody cured that we are aware is requires, like, help. Ah, Karina.
Rats.
Right, yes, you're the one that's,
Can I help you?
a little messed up.
I'm a doctor.
Yes, you can help me. Free me.
Yeah, I don't have medicine for that.
I will take that as a yes. Even if I would prefer to help you in another way.
Make it stop.
I don't know if I need to learn how to use power words, probably. Yeah, a
the
little bit.
source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. 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 Many rats around that big house. Funny smell, too. Dead flesh.
And where is this house?
That'll be the Ascalon Club, isn't it?
Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
Noted. Thank you.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Okay, we still need to find a bunch of people in the West End. Which is most easily done noir style, evidently. Hello? Anyone here? Everyone, properly exercising social distancing?
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Hello? I'm gonna ask you a question most violently. Leet strats, everybody! Wow, that went really well. I'm a little surprised that went really well. But why are they here? Do you mind? There we go. Oh! Who's shooting at me? I thought I just killed everybody here. Oh, I see. A blimmin' sniper. Mean. That's just perfectly rude, that was. Hey Nick, how you doing? I've been playing too much Monster Hunter. Because I ran down here expecting to enter a slide. It's a nice, convenient, gentle slope. I feel like there should be a lot more people around here. Tired and tipsy? Oh dear. We have a tipsy Nick today, everybody. Ooh, who's this?
It's locked.
Won't open from this side. Fortunately, we have access to round the back. Like Jesus of Nazareth. Okay, I need blood.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Can I... That looks like a warp site if ever I saw one. Come on, let me up. Nope.
I have this.
It's fine, I need the blood anyways.
Of blood.
I should be able to warp there. Like, is that not the spitting image of a warp site? I mean, come on. Alright, we'll just eat all of the rats here, and then maybe I'll get the right interaction. Yeah, that is absolutely a warp site, but I can't actually get it for some reason. Need to go back on med suppression sucks. Oh, are you not on medication because of the lockdown? It is possible to get medication during the lockdown, I know that much. Why? Oh, that is totally the first site as well. That's the source of the first infection. Okay, well I can't go through the front door. Do not go to a bar? I mean, I could have told you that. Wait, just keep... Let me do the thing. That it is not this.
This is
well, it is blood anyways. Hey. Oh, there's a lot happening over there. But it won't let me go. Just eat all the rats. They keep repopulating. There was 4 when I started and there's 4 now. Okay, well I guess we need to interview some more people then. Best guess. Hello? Population of the West End, anybody around? This is the way I came, I believe. Presumably we need to interview some more people before it will let me do that. Just randomly there's nice chill jazz going on, okay. Oh ho. Now where are we going? Embankment sewers of the docks, apparently. Huh. Okay. Oh god, am I gonna have to come through the sewer system to get into that building? I hope not. Wait. Gubbins? Oh, Myth of the Horned Vampire. Ooh. Because that might just be something that we need to know about. Aw, can't fiddle with the sewer system. Well, fine. Oh, do you know what that reminds me of? This is gonna be a weird roundabout, but nonetheless. I discovered the origin of the term balls out recently, and it's not the least bit what you expect it to be. You know, on like an old... When you think steampunk machine, you think of like the two orbs that are just like spinning. That is actually a throttle device, and it was used in a variety of things, including one of the models for the analytical engine designed by Charles Babbage, aka one of the preceding versions of a computer. And to be balls out was when those orbs were at their maximum point spinning. I learned that. Apparently that's a thing. Oops, something was there. Minis. I presume that there's a reason that I would come down here. Ooh, interesting. A water clock. More minis. Couple of shillings. Yeah, I was quite surprised to learn that that wasn't a reference to anatomy. Turns out it's a reference to steam age engineering. Well, this has to lead somewhere. I'm so not jumping into this bog. What will I find down here? This looks familiar. I am just walking into this bog. This looks very familiar, in fact. Is this not where we fought Fergal? Is the game... Are we completely on the wrong track, or has the game actually been clever and like, made additional use of an existing map? Could go either... Wow, I am way, way out. Criminy. There's blood? I've tried following the blood. There's no blood around. Or if there's no blood that's being highlighted. I suppose that should be the more precise thing I could say. Let's see. There is some blood, and there is a body. Hello, buddy. Oh, didn't see up here. Not really seeing more blood, though. Yeah, there is no blood highlighted. Hello? Oh, Munchables. Yeah, generally speaking, when there's actually a blood trail, it highlights in vampire mode. But so far, this is just a straight run, so that's helpful. Oh, yep, I remember this room. I am hecking lost. And unfortunately, fast travel doesn't exist in this game. Okay, use the rats as markers. Fortunately, there's no limit on how long you can use no R mode. Okay, so that's the one that came through. So if I go back through here, hopefully we'll pick up the scent. I think we're heading back towards where I need to be. I think. No blood trail. Oh, Nick, don't throw this water at me. No. That'd be awful. Okay, we got back to the exit, everybody. I don't know why that entryway is there. I'm sure we'll find out later. Because I definitely wasn't in the West End the last when I fought Fergal. Although judging by that, I wasn't in the West End at all. It was miles off. Try. We're very noir now, aren't we? Okay, if I go back to the first site and turn on my vamp vision, maybe I need to have my vamp vision on to unlock that Vorp site. That seems unlikely, but who knows? Like, we got their blood there. A whole bunch of rats, that's for sure. There we go. Ha! We got it. We got there. Hello?
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
You look like you've been covered in red candle wax. Am I gonna be kink shaming again? Well, will I just contaminate the crime scene irrevocably with all of my fingerprints everywhere? Ooh, a silver mirror. Yay! I can pawn that because heck knows my doctor's salary is not very much. Actually, in this day and age, it would have been fine. Ooh. Hat. Devious. Just getting stuff from standing around. I'm okay with this. Ooh. This seems like a familiar painting. Whoop.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Oh. Hello? House call? Oh. This one might be still alive. Or worse. Oh dear.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Hello, Miss Mulaney. Well, that dog's moving to go on. I doubt that's going to be everything we need. I was very wrong. Okay. Oh, great. She's one of the ones that spits out garlic juice. Fortunately, my blood spear is pretty cheap to use. And my axe spamming is also very cheap.
Such a radical mutation.
Ow.
Could it be a new stage in the disease's
I need to remember that I need to back up when that happens. Letter from the Fletcher Acting School, Doris Fletcher.
So, This girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Gun? I did not have time to equip the gun. I also am not 100% certain how to draw the gun, because I have used guns pretty much not at all this entire game. Cleanse the second source of infection. Now to get all the gubbins. Yeah. Can't leave until we've gotten all the gubbins. And since she exploded, I'm guessing she doesn't really have any drops. Ah, and there's the door. Yay! So actually, let me just check. What are the controls? That's dreadfully unhelpful. No. I think I would actually have to pull out... I think I would actually have to put it on one of my main or offhand. Okay, we do still need to find Mumsy, whom I'm guessing is probably close to that hideout. Because we have a hideout at our mum's place. And Mum requires medical treatment. Me too, actually. I'm in a way. Okay. Guns are offhands? Well, I use my offhand as like an actual way to get blood without munching people, so gonna have to leave that. Can I tip Mother? Mother. There we are.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan.
Okay. Do you need my medical attention, Mother?
Oh, you know I always refused to let you listen to my chest, son. It always seemed awkward, even when I felt ill.
Okay. I didn't need to know that, but okay.
You'll feel better.
I'm not sure I'll ever feel better, but thank you, my son.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
Okay, who's next? Oh, that's everybody. Okay. Ow! So incredibly in pain. So the other thing we could do now really is find a whole bunch more people in the West End to get a better idea of what's going on around here. Let's see if we can do that real quick, and then we'll have a quick nap. Okay, unknown. And there's Charlotte. Hello, sir. I'm gonna take a while to guess and say you're Mr. Calhoun.
It's locked, all right. Good
Hello,
evening,
locked.
sir.
Oh
Please
God, that
forgive me for
face.
Disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit, it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Oh, I love you.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you.
We've encountered the
It may be
McPhersons.
nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, we found it.
I may
Let's
have...
see what you have for offer. Do you have, like, cloves? Because cloves are really hard to come by, but they're used a lot. Yeah. Oh, you do. You have 4. Okay. Definitely buying those. You also have some good stuff, which I might need to upgrade stuff later.
It has been such a long time since I last...
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Okay. Feels like my vamp vision bugs out occasionally. It just makes that verping noise a lot. Okay. Oh, you're also tired. We can help, Mr. Calhoun. because I made a heck ton of fatigue treatments when I saw that we had a whole bunch of cases.
Do you need... Don't worry. There is nothing serious to fear. I have seen far worse, I can assure you.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face then. You have my gratitude, Doctor. This disease has ruined my appetite.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Okay. Just treating everyone we find that has at least fatigue, because Lord knows we're gonna find somebody that we can help out. There's Charlotte. Clarence. There's a lot of people that we haven't found yet, though. Karina. Who, let's be real, I probably can't cure that much. Venus. No. Okay. Well, we know exactly where that is, so let's go and deal with it, shall we? Mind the boxes. Because Lord knows they are very, very, very easily breakable. Now where are they? Probably could hear them from here. Can I open this? Hey! So I can. Don't mind me, just gonna run into a post. Pre-win gunners. Oh, this could be interesting. Fight! 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 How's he doing for health now?
This is fun.
My trick. Oh, smeg. I forgot I haven't healed yet. You use a lance. Well, you use a saber. I use a freaking axe. Though I'll grant you the saber is looking mighty respectable. Okay. Back into full color, shall we? Any gubbins? No. Do they only drop gubbins when I kill them? Distinct possibility. Okay, where? Oh, we're way out. No, we want to be further in here. Like no, not quite there. More like there. We could hear them arguing. They can't be that hard to find. In fact, we heard them arguing before we even knew who they were. We were in their house. Just gonna be tipped up. Hello, sir. Don't mind. Actually, you're not attacking me. Can I talk to you? Nope. No, I cannot. There's my answer. Wait. Can't shoot me here. So. Oh, hello. I can go up here. Right, yes. They're along this way. I remember now. Enter at your own risk. Here we are. Have we now unlocked the capacity to warp up this slight step? Yes, we have!
Still your tongue, wife! Liar, coward! You brought this on us!
You infected the whole family! I said I wanted to leave the house!
What? Leave me alone with them while you go back to your home. Fucking convenient.
Hello? Oh, this looks like a boss room if ever I saw one. Whip! Oh, great! Wait, nope. One. Well, did a fair bit. Oh boy. Oh, there's so much going on right now. Why? Ow. One down. Ah. Do you mind, sir? Oof. I am running out of blood. I'll just have some of yours. A lot of yours, actually. Okay. Oh. Don't think I've ever had to fight two named enemies at once. That probably would have been a good time for the shotgun, wouldn't it? Ugh. These windows really need cleaning. Gibbons. Anything else? No? Okay. Huh. Well, apparently I still need to gather information on the, second source of infection. I'm pretty sure I'm standing in it. Oh, hello. Thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat, Doris Fletcher.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Well. It would seem we have a, an actress to investigate. You'd locate the theater
Doris
now.
Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Which is where? Okay, in Whitechapel. Oh, new dialogue with Lady Ashbury as well. Anywhere else that I should be worried about? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go have a nap and see what we've done for the West End and whatnot. Is anybody else sick before I do that? Seems good. Okay. Then yes, let's go have a nap. Go back to Mum's and have a nap. No. That would have been far too convenient, wouldn't it? Yeah, still a lot of people we haven't found here in the West End. It might be that some of them we actually have to, like, rescue from around the more dangerous sections. Hi, Mom. I'm going to my room. Okay, let's since we have Calhoun, let's actually like strong blood sim, regenerate instantly 140 blood points. Well, that's nice. Yeah, we can upgrade our weapons. I wonder. Oh boy, that's wow. This is practically max level already. Ooh. But also we can choose what we want with it. Chemical damage, best used against humans. Sodium hydroxide. Incendiary. That's a war crime. That right there is a war crime. Whew. 387 damage. Get even higher if we took all three of those. We could make a shotgun that just tears through basically anybody. Oh boy. But okay. So to upgrade this, we need good handle parts. We found 13 of those so far, apparently. We took decreased stamina as well as enhanced handling, which I don't think we can take in addition to the enhanced damage. Let's upgrade the hatchet. There we go. Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Oh, that could be useful. That could be very useful. Yeah, we can up it to 5. 3 stun points. That's definitely the most useful thing. And we can in fact max out our hatchet. Yay! Solid Metal Gear achievement unlocked. So, increase damage by 10%, decrease stamina consumption by 10%. I feel like the damage is the better option. There we go. Maxed out our hatchet. And then the other thing is Giselle's dagger, I believe is our current major offhand weapon. Yeah, because it is more than the listed knife. And that requires the tiny good handle parts as well. And for this, we really just want to upgrade the blood absorption, because that's the main thing we use it for. We use it in a pinch when we're low on blood. So there we go. We might not be able to honor Giselle very much, but we can certainly actually make use of her tool. More blood, 18 absorption, requires more aluminum parts. Aluminum, jeez, where am I from? Aluminium. Yeah. Maybe we could probably get that from Calhoun, who knows? So let's have a nap in this. Does this bed seem very short to anybody else? Dr. Reed can now lead the hatchet gang? Maybe. Okay, what do we want to up? I'd like to increase our stamina, honestly, but we don't really have that option. Like, oh, we do have endurance. There's that, increase our stamina. It's our major stopping point right now. Just, how high can I go? Just from 0 to 100 really quickly there. I've still got 1730. Can I increase blood cauldron? Nope. No, I cannot. Blood spear, probably not. No. Shadow mist I don't even use. Spring, I definitely don't use. Shadow veil I do. 250. Science, free serums, or the number of bullets. Let's just leave those as B for right now. The next night. Okay, some people sick. We can deal with that. What have we got? Headache, cold. 2 headaches and a cold. Okay. How about Pembroke? That's good. Whitechapel's stable. Very good. Yep, climbing back up to sanitized. So we got another cold, 2 colds. Okay, so that's 2 headaches, 3 colds. Ducks. Stay serious, but apparently stable for the time being. Okay. So yeah. 2 headaches, 3 colds, it would seem. So what do I have in my inventory? Nine headaches, good, and 2 colds. Okay, need to make a couple more cold. Fortunately, it is fairly cheap. The trouble that you have to get is the clove essence. That's the most annoying part. Okay. Avery, since you're right here. This will be Dad's room then. Or possibly my room? It's hard to say that. Actually, there's a few people that could be, honestly. Here's the drawing room. I would utterly love a room like this in my house. This would be so gorgeous. Could you just imagine, like, filming a vlog or something in this room? It's gorgeous.
Yes, Miss.
Do you need medical attention, Avery?
I won't refuse, sir.
And have some.
Here is your prescription. You'll feel better soon enough.
Thank you very much, sir.
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan.
Okay. One down. So, Venus we can find. Charlotte makes herself very overt. We know exactly where she is. Be so cozy. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. It's wonderful. Okay, Charlotte, where are you at? Oh, there's Calhoun. We do need to try and pick up some aluminium parts from you.
Good evening.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Aluminium. No aluminium that I can see. Oh well. Okay, Charlotte. I have some drug.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
Indeed. Unlike you and my mother, I can still become ill.
Then maybe you shouldn't be out here campaigning in the rain.
Oh, you cannot imagine how relieved I'd be to catch a cold again.
My mother once told me the same thing. I sometimes wonder if she's forgotten what it feels like to be ill.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay, was that everybody else? No, Venus. We need to find Venus. Venus is relatively easy to find because her husband is generally over here yelling. Ooh. A warning leaflet. Hello. West Enders unite, vampires are real. Ah, yeah. Oh. Vampires invade London. Technically, we've been here a long while. Okay, Venus should be through here. Like to live in the Victorian era in general? I'd be less okay with that.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in.
There's a fair few reasons I would prefer not to actually live in the Victorian era. Not the least of which being the Spanish flu.
From me, Jonathan?
I
need
admit
my
to
medical attention.
It would appear that old habits die hard, my dear. I would appreciate your help as always.
Great, have
And
drugs.
I'm happy to give it to you, as always.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Moose Gamer Mosaki? Okay. Hope you feel better, Sakura.
Goodbye for now.
Okay. Oh. Ah, that's just Lady Ashbury again. Okay, all good, all good. Let's see, and then in Pembroke we have Newton, and we have Pippa.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Thank you. It was partially my fault, but thank you. Okay, turn right up here and just go straight along. Ah, that's Chimera. That's fine. Straight on till dawn, I think. Yes. Ooh, trash can. Shillings! And shillings. And then we can see what we can do about Throgmorton. Now, who left their perambulator here? Also, just look at my stamina bar now after all those upgrades. It used to be smaller than my blood bar. Okay. Straight along here and to the right. Like the Victorian aesthetic, not the actual era. You would love a big mansion with a drawing room and a dining room. Yeah. I suppose one thing I would really like would be just like a selection of different rooms. Probably just with like computer workstations that network together so I can just work on any of them. But like, maybe one gets a lot more sun in the afternoons. Maybe one is a lot more cozy. Like, just like the capacity to have multiple places to work. And not just this one room. Which admittedly is still a nice room. But no thank you. Excuse me. Sorry, what? I knew I'd heard that. I heard him yell grenade. Ooh. Of course, in World War I, chemical warfare was, pretty commonplace. Wow, I killed you and the bench. Apologies to the hospital custodian. Okay. You're fat. You're not so fine. I like this axe. Who needs stamina reduction when you can sink a ton of blood into stamina? Da-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum. Ah, Pippa. Oh, on the other side of this wall. Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Are we posing for a painting, Pippa?
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Is it explicitly affecting the right side of your face?
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. And the other one... I feel like we don't see him as much. I'm guessing he's probably out front. Mortimer, good to know you're okay for the moment. Milton. Corcoran. Cox. There you are, Newton.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
No power voice only happens the first time. Once the like option is slightly grayed out, then.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Meds.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man.
Including Spanish flu, in fact.
To be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason.
What gave
for
it
me and
away?
Oswald to go there.
Are you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am. I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital.
Oh.
And, unfortunately, it seems the violence is rising.
What kind of violence?
I believe people have armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
You are probably right. And I have surprisingly no hints on... Wait, hang on. Oh, Thatcher, right. I thought we were linked to Cox for a second there.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't
Side
usually
quest.
listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Sure. Although surprisingly, that did not unlock a secondary objective here. Okay.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital.
Understandable.
Me? I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run.
Sentence.
It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Interesting. Phobia of rats. I mean, Oswald should be fine. He's not missing.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Oh. Can I go? Okay. Night, Marsh. Hope you feel better soon. Hope everybody does, really. It's a rough time for people right now.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Oh.
I fought in France too.
Two bros chilling in a trench, 5 feet apart, so they don't get fragged.
Especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Oof. That's rough, buddy. Phobia rats.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies.
Under them?
Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Oof, that is definitely a rough one.
Goodbye,
Ooh.
Mr. Blight.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. I will give it to you. That's pretty bad. And unfortunately, we do not have a side quest involving you two. Barrett and Joe, Mason, Avery. Find us the second part of my father's testament. Oh, locate Emily. That we could probably do. Let's see, what else we got? There's Tom, Ichabod. Yeah, we really want to do that. Right, yes, we need to figure out what to do with Jack Gillingham's watch. It's probably worth bringing that back to a relative, really. But okay, let's deal with Throgmorton first. And that, I believe, means that we need to be over here in the Western Docks. Which is going to be a bit of a nightmare to get to, but oh well. Actually, I could take a shortcut across the canal. Well, the river. Hopefully. Oh, some pre-win idiots up there. And then I want to be over here to get to the docks. Or West End, apparently. Hey, look at my axe. You too, look at my axe. There we go. That's a jaunty, like, position to end up in. Is there... Ah, there we go. Okay, passing through here. If I could... Ah, there we are. Should get me to the docks, hopefully. Yeah, okay. Straight ahead. Oh, we got... Oh, hi there. Enjoy the axe? Oh, there's two of you. Great. Great.
You Londoners are no match for me.
Where are you from?
Don't you know better?
I know very better. I know that my axe replenishes my blood and hurts you a lot. Ugh. One-stop shop for dealing with people. This axe is now officially overpowered. Okay, North Dock. Here we go. These guys are higher level than me, and I'm killing them in 2 shots. It's good. Thanks, go whoosh whoosh. Yeah. Choppy choppy.
We have to stop it. Oh my god.
Do you mind? Thank you. Oof, there's a lot of stuff going on around here. Okay, we need to be that way. Oh great, blinker skulls. Sorry, who's dumb? You're just a pain to hit. You, I one hit again. That's level 20. Level 20 blinker skull, I one shot. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, we need to be that way, so we go through here. Slowly but surely, learning my way around. Oh, butts. Hello? There we go. Did a little dab there as he fell over. Western Darks. So 50 meters is the closest one. I don't suppose they'll be highlighted, will they? No. Oh, hi. I almost didn't see you, actually. Ow! Rude. Stabbing a man in the back like that. God, do I look like a German soldier? 14 meters this way. There we go. See a vampire? Seek for help. Ichabod Frogmorton, expert vampire hunter. Complete fraud. So unsurprisingly. Okay, 24 meters this way. God, who knew they were so close together? Okay. Is there only one more? No, there's two more. They're in roughly the same direction. Yeah, Ichabod is a complete joke, but we love him. Wait! Oh, that wasn't me. I swear you, that wasn't me. Oh, you again. Yep, this axe is definitely overpowered now. I love it. Okay, 9 meters right here.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Yay! Our cousin Frogmorton. I really hope this doesn't get him killed. I'd hate to be responsible for his death. That guy, this guy only lasted so long because he actually had, like, resistance to weaponry. Oh, there's the show. Where? Okay, yes, we need to go back there. The fact that that's a radius worries me. I feel this might be the point where I find out that I should have actually burned them. Frogmorton! That's Rodney. Why? See. I know I've seen him around. I just don't recall where. Also, I feel expressly like I'm moving a lot slower right now. Well, I want to say I've seen him through here somewhere. This way, maybe? Like, he was in some... There you are. Frogmorton! Good and bad news. If and you're okay, we're talking.
Wet boots shouldn't be fighting each other. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
Can we have a chat, my dude? I need to... Dude? I need to... There we go.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Many things. Your posters.
I put up your
public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really
only
think
hope
they
you're
could
among
be
them.
useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
I mean, hint lost. What did we lose there, I wonder?
Have you heard any rumors?
I cannot say I...
Anything? We lost access to something. Why protect the shelter?
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
Those people needed protection. He was the shepherd, I was the watchdog. But I let them down and Mr. Hampton got killed.
That was my fault. That was my fault. And I think that's everything.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Oh yes, who do we have to treat over here? Nobody? Have we treated everybody? It looks like we have. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Well, I really hope that we didn't just get him killed. Really hope for that. Well, let me see. So that's your piece done. Let's go give this back to Enid. Enid should have that. It belonged to our son. I can make him know one better. Apparently I'm 12 meters away. Couldn't tell you. Ah. There we are. Except this is not where I get in here. Oh, is that one of Frogmodden's? Yes, it is. Wait. Pardon me. What, I don't... Yes, here we go. Okay, no, I don't want to actually be attacking you.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course.
I'm afraid I have terrible news for you, and I hope you will take it as well as could be imagined.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings
Right,
you back
yes.
here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Right, I forgot that part.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippets? Please, for your charity.
Ooh, shillings. Yay. How are you medically? You're good? Okay,
Goodbye,
you're
Miss
good.
Gillingham.
Well, that's another one cleared up. A pity, but... Okay, and... Let's see, there's also Tom. Retrieve some gin bottles from Tom Watt's stash. That's the last one for the docks. So sure, let's deal with that. And that is 62 meters that way. I think we can actually clear these off before we finish up for the night. And so we may as well.
Sir. Come and have a...
You
Good
were
evening,
the alternative
Gillingham.
option, weren't you? But we don't have any hints for you.
Goodbye.
Oh, actually, do you have any aluminium
Good
plates?
evening, young man.
There's no...
Show me what...
I could do with aluminium plates. Oh, aluminium parts. There we go. Yay! Music box. Vampire factions and skulls. Sure, I'll pick that up. Never know, might be of some use. Okay, so next stop is 60 meters this way. Hello, Fort Morton.
I can't protect the whole city.
Yeah, I might be able to. I can never get a lot further now that I don't have to worry too much about my stamina. Okay, I can warp over here. Welcome to Limehouse. 40 meters in here. I know we can get in here.
The wet boot boys. Lost boys will be more fitting now.
Think I... Nope, it's 24 meters straight that way. 18, okay, we're on the right track. God, it's amazing how easy things get when you actually figure out how to A, navigate, and... It's gotta be upstairs. How to A, navigate, and B... Oh, hi there. Goodbye there. How to A, navigate, and B, read your own compass. Well, here's the gin, everybody.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
And also, there's additional gubbins. Hey. It's nice to have additional gubbins. Did I need this one open? Probably not, but now it is. Can I get out here? No, I don't think so. Gotta go downstairs. Okay. Oop. Never shiny. Never shiny. I feel very sluggish for some reason when I'm not running now. I don't know if that's just because I've been habitually holding my finger on the shift key to run, or if there's something else to it. Yeah, that feels very slow. That feels slower than usual for some reason. Just been running too much? Eh, maybe. Tom! Ah, I need to find Tom. Okay. Bring back the gin bottles to Tom, or lie to Tom and keep the gin. Why is that an option? We've had to guess where Tom might be. Might be here.
Didn't deserve this.
Hello. Let's have a look at the quest itself. Details. Tom Watts is worried about his supply of gin, realizes the liquor is an efficient peacekeeper between the antagonistic factions of this troubled area. The bartender asked me if I could use my status as a doctor to reach a warehouse past the quarantine line, where he has stored some gin and bring back. That seems
So few clients.
reasonably harmless. Ish.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Pre-Win guards would be
Wasn't
willing
the
to
Pre-Win
let
guards I had
someone
to
like
deal
you
with.
pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologise,
Ow,
Doctor.
a rare curse from you.
It's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
New hints. Prefers to avoid the law. Warehouse have been looted, or here is your booze. Booze.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
I can believe that.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
Why are you
I
saying
like
that
her
so
too.
menacingly?
I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. but I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Oh. Anything? Oops.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Are you...
It may surprise...
I wish I...
It's not...
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Here we go. Shortage of essential products. Complete. And that is the entirety of the docks side quests done. And Pembroke. Got a couple in Whitechapel. Let's find someone who can read Braille alphabet 1 of 4. And I'm guessing there's a lot more here that we just haven't encountered the people for. Let's see what we can do about this, because these two seem hard times as well.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Let's see, I need to be way up there. Oh, joy. Okay, well, let's try and make this as short a run as we can. Dash across the bridge might be it. Or turn right here, I guess. What was that noise? What am I hearing?
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for well, for your orders.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true.
What was that noise? Why do I keep hearing the sound of, like, somebody getting stabbed? Oh, that's not something useful. That's... Hang on, I might be able to warp up there. No? No. Well, you never know if you can warp until you try to warp. Across here, I think. Pardon me. Okay, 370 meters. Literally having to run across London for this. Worth it in the end, I'm sure. Oh, right, yes. I forgot that this game has enemies.
Stupid beast! Over there!
I feel bad again. Oh dear.
Die,
filthy murdering bastard!
Sir, do you mind? Thank you. Oh, it's almost too easy.
You! Get back in the cave!
Have you seen my grave? It's an awful mess.
A leech! A leech! Over there!
A body! A body! Ay, ay, ay. It's like finishing the game and then coming back to the starting area. In fact, that's almost exactly what it is. Hey guys, I found a corpse!
There's one of those vermin. Die,
Lordy. Literally, in his case. Friends, Romans, countrymen, I've discovered a corpse. There's been a terrible crime. My god, the corpse is just... there's just more and more of them. I don't know how to explain it. Each moment I stand here, there's just more corpses. Here we go. Merchants' prices for their goods may vary depending on the district's health status, which hasn't actually been relevant to us until very recently. Job done. The longer I stand here, the more people die. It's ghastly. Damn unchristian, I say. Nope, not that way. This other perfectly identical door. Extra ammo will be stored. I dread to wonder how much is actually in my stocks right now, because I have not used a single thing this whole game. That's not entirely true. I probably fired off a few shots, determined I had terrible aim, and then stopped. But the next time I go into, like, a boss fight, I am definitely equipping that shotgun. Hello. Pardon me. Remember, those ones explode. Sounds like there's somebody here. Maybe upstairs. Okay, well, here we are. I think my, like, battle mode is significantly faster than my standard walking pace. This is the jaunt that I'm used to. No sign of anything yet. Feels almost like it's in there. I feel like it should be in here. Oh, hang on. Nope, coins. That's just coins. Where is the box? We are... yeah, we are right in the area. Guess we have to go up and then around? Because this is on the other side of that barricade. Oh, hi! I'm okay. D-lines, thank you. Alright, 14 meters that way now, apparently. Does that look like a jumping puzzle to anybody else? I believe we have a jumping puzzle, my friends. Can I just like walk up this? No. Aha! Oh. Hi there.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
Well, we found it. Didn't have to go through no jumping puzzle either. So hang on, what happens if we... No, we don't think... Can we? Whoa, oh hi. Didn't see you there. Like, at all. That looks like another place we should be able to warp. Pardon me. Well, we've retrieved it, surely, haven't we? No? Apparently we haven't retrieved it just yet. Let's see, small box. Ooh. Well then.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Why you say that so evilly? We're giving it to Lewis, because if we give it to Joe, someone will die. And I refuse to be responsible for more deaths. Say stocks, and I think like the stocks that you kind that you put people in.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe.
So, hey Barrett, here's your love letter from Joe's wife.
I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package.
Small bag of junk.
Trinkets, is it?
I don't want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
About that.
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Aww. Have you ever talked... Oh, I can guess what the answer is here.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Joe...
You again? What do you want this time?
A few personal questions. Yeah.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Both of these are correct.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
I heard. Joe and Barrett Lewis used to be good friends. Joe and Barrett and Joe Pearson used to be good friends. So that should mean...
How is...
I'm not...
Nope.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Okay, well, let's go back to Barrett and see what that hint got us.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose...
Personal. Joe.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer. Good one, even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Despair can be a poison.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Again with that name.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile.
I feel like I've already asked this
Not
one.
like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Goodbye for now.
So, hang on. Joe. I feel like there's something more we can do now. I feel like there's more to this. There's still a hint missing from him. Where's Joe gone? Joe! Hello? Where'd you go, Joe? There you are.
You?
Yeah, still missing a hint.
Goodbye.
Right, where's Harry? There you are. Let's have a chat with Harry and see...
Good evening, Harry.
Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Jeez.
So,
I'm not bothered.
Oh boy.
Do you remember when Barrett Lewis was close to your family? To your mother?
Not really. I was too young. But I remember it was a happier time. Mr. Lewis was funny. He often had dinner with us.
How was he towards you?
He was nice, I guess. He never forgot my birthday. He always offered me books. I liked books.
Why are you sad then?
Because it hurts to remember a time when my father used to laugh and smile. It hurts to realise he's as sad as me now.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not?
This is a surprisingly cohesive
Dad always
conversation
said
so
that
far.
he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
There's one more hint for you. One more.
Have you...
Nobody dares to enter.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Jeez. Okay, right. Well, that's the last quest that I have in Whitechapel. Cure for blindness. Problem is the rest of the document is written in Braille. But I don't know that we'll have time to finish that today. Partially because we would have to be over here to fix it up. But let's find out. See if we can't finish this up. Because it would be rather nice to be free of the side quests. The huge list of side quests. And that's been sort of our theme tonight, so why not? Yeah, there's my jaunt.
Your prey is mine now.
Hang on, just gotta run. Gotta dash. In a hurry.
I'll put an end to you.
Yeah, that worked out so well for you. I don't even need to, like, feed on people now. I can just hit them. Ow!
Look at it! Gone up like kindling!
Are you quite done? Thank you. Can a vampire doctor not please just, like, wander around? Not just have a quiet night to stroll?
Stupid newborn!
Hmm? Oh, right, yeah, that's unrelated. Oh. Wait, no, that is related. I thought you were fighting a pre-win soldier. Goodbye.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Somebody who needs Braille to be read.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke?
Let
me see.
I'm aware it can sound like that.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
That I can probably do.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Bring back the Braille notes to Mason. Okay, where are they? Lordy B, I have no idea. Literally, the next thing I have to do is just talk to you, apparently.
What can I...
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough.
Tell me, how did...
Okay, so I presume I just need to randomly come across those. But that is all I have for today, so can I get to a nearby? Okay, there's a hideout right behind here. Apparently. Look for flickering lights as ever. Yep, there we go. Nice place to leave it. Okay. Right, that's everything I have for tonight, everybody. So, my next stream is tomorrow at 7 when we have some more Dungeons and Dragon hats. And then that's followed at 9 with the carousel. We play some random games and talk about what's been going on for the week, which is kind of a nice ritual to have at this particular point in time. And then on Tuesday at 9, I have some more building blocks, programming Minecraft mods live on camera. And on 7 at Wednesday... On Wednesday at 7, we have some more Dungeons and Dragon hats. And some more Monster Hunter World at 9 on Thursday. Followed, of course, by more of this at 9 on Friday. And I do also make videos over youtube.com/remembercomic, and everything I do is as ever powered by the wonderful people over at Patreon at patreon.com/lying. If you are a patron, there is a meeting tomorrow at 7 where you get to watch me start editing the Haunting finale. Other than that, hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all as ever